As was pointed out, much of the suffering of farmed animals stems from their conditions on the farms. Can those be changed? The farming market has several large actors. Hence, what seems to be a promising direction is supporting campaigns that target large companies with the goal of prompting them to improve the standard of living of farmed animals. An instance of this strategy is cage-free pledges. As we've seen in a previous unit, confinement in crowded cages is a major suffering source. Hence, what's quite successful in this space are actions to convince corporations to grow animals in a cage-free environment. Take a look at this chart. It shows the impact of cage-free commitments that specific companies have made. The x-axis shows the company's share in the US market, and the y-axis is the cage-free percentage. The size of each bubble represents the amount of chicken lives improved by the company's commitment. As can be observed, the impact of even one cage-free commitment taken by a major retailer is incredibly influential. For example, Costco, being 90% cage-free, improves the lives of over 8 million hens annually. This is larger than the entire market size for hens of many countries. That implies a huge potential for these interventions. Though a fair response is that maybe Costco is an outlier, and others won't be willing to make changes. So we should take a look at the general trend. This chart shows the cumulative results of cage-free efforts in the United States in recent years. The percentage of hens in cage-free housing jumped from less than 4% around 2010 to over 20% a decade after. And a lot of these changes are due to campaigns to push companies and regulators to get rid of cage systems. By the way, the information we've shown is from the US because our data from there is the most accurate. But many of these efforts are quite successful on an international level as well. Collectively, they improve the lives of more than 1 billion hens annually. At this stage of the course, we know that showing benefits is not enough if the cost is too high. A cost-effectiveness analysis suggests that per dollar spent, we can significantly improve the conditions of over 150 hens by moving them into cage-free environments. Is that good though? Recall that the most cost-effective scalable intervention we know for humans is roughly 150 USD per deli. That broadly means that we can reliably improve the situation of over 20,000 hens at the cost of one human deli. Wow, that's a loaded statement, and you may accurately argue that this comparison is highly flawed. We'll discuss how to trade off human and animal welfare later. We present the number here only as a reference point, so you can get a better sense of what could be achieved.